Published 2230 EDT, the 18th of October 2017. Updated 0728 EDT, the 19th of October 2017. It's Star Trek, Jim, but not as we knew it, which is presumably what Spock would have remarked to Captain Kirk on hearing the venerable show had crossed the final frontier and used the F-bomb for the first time in its 50-year history. Dropped completely unexpectedly in the middle of a casual exchange between two characters, the word thing detonated like a photon torpedo during Sunday's Star Trek Discovery, the latest incarnation of the family show. The show, which is billed as a grittier version of Gene Roddenberry's sci-fi stalwart, entered an undiscovered country with the use of the word, setting social media alight. Scroll down for video. Star Trek Discovery shocked fans on Sunday night when the F-bomb was detonated like a photon torpedo during a casual exchange between LT Paul Stamets and Sylvia Tilly. During the exchange, Tilly, played by Mary Wiseman, says to LT Stamets, played by Anthony Rapp, "That was so fin cool." After an awkward pause she apologizes, then he responds, "No, cadet, it is so fin cool." The exchange happened on the 5th episode of the show during an interaction between Paul Stamets, portrayed by Anthony Rapp, and Sylvia Tilly, played by Mary Wiseman. When the pair make a major scientific breakthrough, Cadet Tilly turns to LT Stamets to say that was so fin cool. After an awkward pause Tilly apologizes, only to have Stamets turn back to her to say, "No, cadet, it is so fin cool." Until Sunday's episode, no TV series or movie had strayed away from the very strict PG-13 guidelines, but Discovery producers seemingly made the shift in an attempt to make the show more adult. Other changes to Gene Roddenberry's formula include sexy Klingons, inner Starfleet drama, and even war. The show, which is billed as a gritty and more realistic version of Gene Roddenberry's sci-fi stalwart, entered an undiscovered country with the use of the word, setting social media alight. Until the episode, no TV series or movie had strayed away from the very strict PG-13 guidelines, but made shift along with some other changes to Gene Roddenberry's formula in an attempt to make the show more adult. Rip told IndieWire that the actors embraced and had a blast with the profanity. "We were aware of it, and we embraced it, and we had a blast with it," he said. "These people just put their brains to work in a really tough way and they had a breakthrough. And I imagine there's scientists in their laps who might do that anytime." Weedy IDNT dropped the F-bomb in Star Trek by telling someone to go F themselves. "It's like we did it by saying this is fucking cool this season." WASNT. The first time profanity was used in the show at all, though, as any seasoned fan will remind you, that classic character Dr. McCoy's catchphrase was "damn it, Jim," and earlier in the season Lieutenant Tenant Michael Burnham says SHT when something goes wrong. The first ever use of the word F on American television was when Charles Rocket said it on SNL in 1981. He was fired after the fact. But the first time it was ever said on live television in general was by British theatre critic Kenneth Peacock Tynan in 1965 during a late-night debate on BBC Three. But devout Star Trek fans weren't so sure how to feel about the detour from the norm. Twitter user H.L. Dankler said the use of profanity made the new Star Trek seem more like The Sopranos. Another user said his main issue with it is that it will keep him from letting his kids watch the show. Other fans, though, had much more fun with the profanity, making jokes about what will come next in the show. But devout Star Trek fans weren't so sure how to feel about the detour from the norm. One Twitter user wrote, "When did its Star Trek Discovery turn into a The Sopranos? Excessive violence, unnecessary, ugly language, swearing, conflicts among the crew. Bring on CBS. All Access does not give the show's producers the fight to ignore Gene Roddenberry's original version." Another dissatisfied fan wrote, "Swearing in Star Trek 1, get that, they want it to come of age. Bit sad, though, when you don't want your kids to see it." Others, though, had some fun with the loose language. "Whoa, there's swearing in Star Trek now. Will they be showing boobies and willies soon? Alien ones, I hope," one Twitter user joked.